Marital satisfaction, relationships, where do they come from? And where does it go? Hello, I'm Michael Corby. You like my suit? Welcome to another edition of Different Things That Are Not Solved That Are Mysterious. Remarried families are not an uncommon thing. With the divorce rate being so high, and terrible, awful movies like The Green Lantern ruining dates everywhere. A remarried family is not an uncommon situation for one to find themselves in. So what makes for a healthy, functioning family? Today, our subject is Gerard Kings. This is his place. He's a 45-year-old door-to-door salesman. He sells those little ships in bottles. He's lost his newly remarried family and is wondering where it's all gone. In other words, where has his relationship sailed to? Do you get it? Relationship? Anyway, let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Gerard Kings, aka Gerard Kings. I live in this apartment with my wife, Jane Everylady, and our 4 beautiful kids. Kid 1, Kid 2, Kid 3, and Kid 2. It got a little complicated. One day I woke up and everything was gone. My wife, my kids, my dog, 2 of my favorite ships.
Gerard King seems to have no idea why his new remarried family has suddenly dissolved, but after some further investigation, we begin finding some clues.
Well, I didn't like my kids talking to their biological mother, whose name is Sheila Bloodsucker. Kid 1 and Kid 2 never really got the affection they needed from her, which is kind of hard on them, you know? I mean, Kid 2 was named after her father. It was almost like Kid 2 was kid number 3 to her, and Kid 3 was just another number. Anyways, the youngest were so little during the divorce, they never really grew a fine connection with her. I didn't want them visiting or making too many phone calls, because I thought she would be a bad influence on them. Nowadays, I'm not too big of a fan of her new fiancé, Dylan McUnderachiever. He's German. He's in this rock band that only plays Meatloaf covers in the song The Summer of '69.
It's a great song.
Don't give him that, he didn't write it.
This is Gerard's first mistake. A new remarried family should allow for open and flexible communication between the children and their biological parents.
My new wife and I have very traditional roles in the house. I'm the primary breadwinner and ship and bottler and seller and producer. She doesn't do any of the ship bottling. When we got married, I expected her to stay home with the kids, but this caused a little bit of tension, especially with her and my daughter, Kid 1. She stayed home and cooked, but someone had to be out there getting the people their ships and bottles.
Gerard has succumbed to yet another pitfall of the remarried family. Applying strict, rigid gender roles to even first marriages can be problematic, especially in adjusting and trying to mesh 2 families together.
My new wife and I fought a lot when we first got married. With each being our second marriage, we had very different views on how both families should mesh. Those first few months were a really hectic time for us. It was kind of a career change for me. She had kind of urged me to change fields a little bit. She said there was no money in ship bottling. She urged me to enter into a different field, one that she thought might be a little more lucrative. So now I'm proud to say that I bottle bottles. And this made it really hard for our new family to kind of get used to each other. So this tension kind of made for a difficult family for a little bit. You know, sometimes I just wish I could put all my problems, all my issues into a bottle. But then I guess I started thinking about what kind of size bottle would I need? What color glass? Would I want to fit anything else into it? What if I wanted a little ship in there?
Another mistake of the remarried couple. The less exposure that the children have to parental conflict, the easier the adjustment into the 2 new families will be. This has been a look into the life of Gerard Kings, boat in a bottle salesman. He has exemplified some of the pitfalls that remarried families can succumb to. Next week, we'll look at graduate classes and why any students anywhere that make a video for class should immediately receive an A. This has been another edition of Different Things That Are Not Solved and That Are Mysterious. Thank you very much for your time.
She stayed back and cooked, but someone had to be out there getting the people their bottled chips. She stayed home and cooked, but someone had to be out there She stayed home and cooked, but someone had to be out there getting the people their bottles of chips. That didn't work.
This is really what the project's centering around. You shit battling. Okay.